Welcome back to a new video here at Life with the Bridges. After our tough times as a family we've been going through after Teddy's recent relapse scare, if there's one thing we need, it's some time to rest and recuperate, in a way of a holiday in which we had booked a long time ago for approximately 3 days' time. Our only issue was whether it was worth taking the risk after Teddy's recent health scares and let the world of cancer win again, or do we take the risk? So don't forget to hit that subscribe button to continue to follow our journey.
It is Saturday morning. We have had Teddy in a good place for probably about 4 or 5 days now, and yesterday he started coughing again, and I have had a message this morning from Katie saying that he is woken up very flushed. His breathing rate is really high, he's very lethargic, and also he's very upset. So 4 days, 4 or 5 days, that's all it took for this to take a turn again. But I'm just on my way home from work because I've had the busiest morning, and Kate's just been cuddling him whilst he naps, and so I'm heading home now just to see what is going on. But as I said, I'm going to try this year to try and make sure I do not go into panic mode and we just worry about the next step, and the next step is just going to see how my boy is. I have to go and pick up the caravan from where it's getting fixed today because they shut tomorrow and we're meant to be in France on Tuesday, which doesn't look like it's going to happen. So yeah, but for now, time to head home and see what's going on with my boy. Oh, Baba, you feeling poorly?
Yes.
Darling. You'll be fine. I'm going to make sure you're fine, okay? He feels roasting, but he's not spiking a fever. The temperature's saying 36.6, so we're going to give him some paracetamol and see if that helps him. Maybe he's just feeling a little bit run down. Either way, he's not right, but we're kind of weighing up the options. What's best? We take him to hospital, they cannulate him and upset him, or we stay at home and see what happens. So paracetamol first.
With the paracetamol given to Teddy and him showing signs of it doing the job, I had a job to do which I couldn't get out of, and that was to pick up the caravan in the icy conditions and drag it back to where we store it. Was it ideal to do it today? Absolutely not. But did I have a choice? No. I can't believe I'm literally about to do this. Look at this.
But they have told me that I have to get this caravan off site because they've got new caravans coming on. I'm so nervous. It was icy coming here. I've checked out my route. It should all be okay, but there is ice on the road still. It's 3.5 degrees. I'm nervous. But as a little update before I leave, just left Teddy having just given him some paracetamol, and yeah, he just doesn't look good. He's really lethargic, hasn't eaten anything, really hot, but his temperature's still 36.6. So our biggest predicament is, do we take him into hospital? What's that going to achieve? They're just going to do his observations, which we've done. We've checked his breathing rate, we've checked his temperature, and he isn't worthy of hospital, we don't think. We think it will put him through too much trauma in comparison to seeing if he reacts well to this paracetamol. But that's as far as we know for now. But my next biggest task is to get this caravan safely back to the storage area and hope that I don't skid off the road. I'm not sure how much of a good idea it is, but we don't have a choice. They want it off the site and I've got to move it, so I might as well tow it back to the farm that we store it at. So keep your fingers crossed for me, guys. I'm not going to be filming at all until hopefully I get there. But yeah, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, look at the roads. We have made it. Look at it, it's beautiful here. But caravan, hopefully safely back. I've just got to go and park it now. That is one stress off my shoulders. And now I can just prioritize my boy. Time to get this caravan all packed up and stored. Then I'm on a one-way ticket to home to deal with the next problem. Well, that is the caravan back to its storage farm, all fixed, roof light sorted, and hopefully that is the caravan saga over. And I am so glad that drive is over because that was sketchy, and yeah, got a lot on our plate today, but that is one job done. Now it's time to go and see how my boy is and deal with that.
I made it back through past the snow-capped rooftops and the icy roads and finally got back to Bridge HQ to assess the situation with my boy.
I am back with our boy, and he's doing a little bit better, and we think it looks like something called slap cheek, which is basically when the cheeks become super red. It can present itself in high temperatures, coughs, runny noses and stuff like that. And he's got a little cough which started yesterday, and he has now got these super bright red cheeks, but he is not warm. Earlier when I came in, before I went and did the caravan, he was boiling, but his temperature's saying 36.6, nothing that says that he's spiking a fever. We gave him paracetamol. Once that kicked in, he wanted to play, so he started playing sink or float whilst I was doing the caravan, which was brilliant. And now he's just happy to play and chill, and he's not overly symptomatic of anything, so we're just going to obviously keep monitoring him at home. He's drinking loads of fluids as always, lots of water, hasn't eaten much, maybe a little bit of potato, but that's about it. He doesn't seem too bad. Again, nothing we can do. Time will be the teller whether he presents worse or he suddenly gets better and it's just this unknown thing again. The biggest question is we are due to go to France in 3 days, so it is now Saturday. We're due to go on Tuesday, and we have a big decision on our hands, because if he is unwell, then it is obvious that we are not going to take him, so that decision will be made by King Ted. But also, if it is just a 24-hour thing and he does get better, we will still be going with a little bit of apprehension, knowing that we are leaving the country after this 9-day spell of relapse scare, and then this, what he's going through today. So we're trying not to overthink it. We're just going to go into the next few days with an open mind and just almost call it at the last minute if need be. My head says it's not the right thing to do to go, purely because I live on the better to be safe than sorry sort of side of life. But we really need this holiday more than ever. But time will tell, and hopefully this doesn't get any worse. But so far, we're all chilled, calm in the Bridge household, and going to see where the next 48 hours takes us.
We kept monitoring Teddy's temperature and breathing rate, which all seemed fine, and although he continued not to eat, he was drinking a lot of water, so we knew his hydration wasn't a problem. We just had to sit it out and see if anything developed.
He's just asked for chips. It's the first thing he would have eaten all day, so they're in the air fryer. Come on, Teddy. Hopefully the chips will help assist him with some energy, and all will be okay. Do you see how calm and collected I'm being recently? It's my new thing of 2025. I'm trying my best to just be a cool, calm and collected Scot. I'm a little bit worried inside, I'm not going to lie, but the exterior, you'd never know. Right, back to panicking. Do you know what? I long for the day that my son says, "Excuse me, Daddy, please may I have some scrambled egg on toast with a side of avocado and smoked salmon?" Oh, the nutritional value that I dream of for my son to eat one day. But currently, it's potato waffles and chips and maybe a little bit of toast. Watermelon, crumpets maybe, and ice cream. That is it. And as a personal trainer, I'll be the first person to be infuriated by a bad diet. But with Teddy, we know it's not as easy as just making him eat food. Like, he's traumatized by so many different things in the past. So it's work in progress. So yeah, one day he'll eat his scrambled eggs on toast with a side of avocado and smoked salmon. But for now, it's chippies.
Daddy.
You look like a beautiful clown with those big rosy cheeks, my boy.
Daddy.
Yeah. So the chips didn't go down well. He said he wanted chips, and then he sat in front of them and said he didn't want them. So I'm just heading down to the supermarket just to go and get him all his obvious things that he likes to eat, especially when he's ill, like those crisps that he ate last time. Also, he loves watermelon, so we're going to try and get him some of those. And yeah, so off to the supermarket to get the essentials for our poorly boy.
Why? I have a bit on the table for you. Oh.
Yabby.
Yeah.
Our boy was well and truly wiped out, and just by looking at him, you could tell he was feeling under the weather, and due to him not eating as well, this leads to his energy levels being low, and all round just not being his normal happy self. So this has been us all evening now. We're just approaching bedtime. No food has gone in, lots of water, and yeah, we're gonna be giving him some more Calpol before bed, and I hope that he has another good night's sleep. Katie put something on her Instagram of like the fact that he's showing certain symptoms, and so many people have messaged her saying that a lot of their kids have had the flushed cheeks, feeling warm. Some have spiked temperatures, some haven't. They go off food,
and need lots of sleep and lots of water, and that's very much what Teddy's got. So we're not overly worried now. If he stays like this, we're just going to ride it out. Obviously, if he gets any worse or shows any different symptoms, then we'll take him in through the night. But for now, we're just going to go into the night and hope he has a good sleep and recovers better for tomorrow. Those cheeks are a lot better, aren't they, mate? What did you eat this morning, Ted?
Chicken.
You had some tater!
And juice.
And juice? Are you feeling a bit better?
Yes.
That's good.
I'm not tired anymore.
Oh, brilliant, mate. So it is Sunday. Although we had a bit of a rocky night, he was up quite a bit, and he also woke up at 5 o'clock for some more paracetamol. He's woken up at 8 o'clock and his cheeks have gone down massively. He seems to be in a lot better place. He's woken up, had 2.5 potatoes, some milk and a whole load of liquids. So huge progress from yesterday. So where does that leave us in terms of France? Although Teddy has eaten this morning, he still has quite a tickly cough going on throughout the day. And I have woken up with that same tickly cough, and mine sounds exactly the same as his. So although it's not ideal that I've got that cough as well, it kind of gives me hope that it is just a cough, a virus, something like that. And that is what he is fighting, rather than it be anything relapse related or anything like that. Not that we're jumping down that route or even thinking about it. We think it's a virus and we're staying very positive in terms of that. But for me to have had this cough as well kind of confirms that there's something going around in the Bridge household. And right on cue. Yeah, so fingers crossed it's just that. Now, Teddy being our biggest priority always, we kind of have a decision to make. It is now Sunday, and Tuesday we are meant to be flying to the south of France. This is something that got bought for me as a birthday present a while back, and we have a decision to make with Teddy not being 100% whether it's the right thing to do to go. Now, here's where I'm at. My gut feeling says, you know, even if he took a turn for the best and everything went back to normal, it's still a big risk taking Teddy overseas when we realistically need to be close to a hospital. There's a but here, and the but is, when we started 2025, and as I mentioned in our last video, something that we are absolutely completely done with and over is having cancer rule our life and just have us around the throat in every scenario. It has done nothing but control our life for such a long time, which has been out of our control to be able to control the situation. But there is an option to be able to take an educated risk in terms of France, and Katie and my mum are both on the same page in terms of making an educated decision. If we do go, we are constantly juggling what is the right answer, and to be completely honest with you, there isn't a right answer. If we don't go to France, then it's a holiday that we all need completely gone, and we bow down to the world of cancer and potentially do the right thing. If he is presenting badly, we don't go. Like, that's not an option. But the hard decision lies, if he is good and he does show signs of getting better, do we go? If we don't go and he's all good, then we waste the trip and lose a load of money for booking the flights and accommodation and ski hire and all the rest of the things that we've booked. But if we do go and it goes wrong, have we got a plan in place to be able to address the situation? Over the last couple of days, we've tried to come to a conclusion that I've done the research knowing that if we do decide to go to France and anything does go wrong, then is there flights home every day? And the answer is yes. You can fly out of Toulouse Airport back to Heathrow every day. So answer number one. Answer number two, is there hospitals nearby if Teddy does take a turn for the worst? There is a hospital in Carcassonne where we are staying, but there is also a cancer hospital where we're actually flying into in Toulouse, which is an hour away from where we're staying. Another box ticked. So we know as long as we take the relevant information of Teddy's background, this can be translated and therefore sort out any potential issues that may occur. And my third point is that my mum and Katie are right in terms of not letting cancer win and following our mantra of living for today as tomorrow's never promised. And providing it is an educated gamble and Teddy is well when we aren't overly worried about him, then nothing can't be dealt with in France. We're going to have the support of my mum and stepdad out there with us whilst we're there as well, so we won't be alone. And I just feel like I don't want to bow down to cancer again. So the decision we have made is that providing Teddy is well, we're going to take the gamble and not let cancer rule our life again. We're going to go with it knowing that we have a rough plan in place to be able to rectify any situations that do occur. And it feels good to make that change, because my initial thought was the minute he had that kind of red cheeks and was presenting really hot and fast breathing rate was, okay, France is off, we're definitely not going, as I couldn't think of anything worse than go to an overseas and foreign hospital with a post-cancer child. But again, it will mean cancer wins. So that is where we're at. That is our decision made. He has just woken up from a nap and he's super grumpy. We've also increased his hydrocortisone steroid medication, which is part of our protocol, which we have to do if he is presenting unwell, which obviously, yes, it is a steroid and in turn makes him hungry, but also makes him horrendously grumpy and have really bad mood swings, which we also experienced in the 9 days of hell that we just had over Christmas. So on one hand, it really, really helps him out. But the other hand, it just makes him a lot harder to parent, because he just can't control his emotions and he is just a really, really grumpy boy. So the next 24 hours is going to be absolutely crucial to our decision making. I solely believe that Teddy is going to make the decision. He's either going to start presenting worse and it's going to lead into a virus which is going to need antibiotics and make us not want to go on the plane, or he is going to start presenting better and we will take that risk and combat our fears of cancer swallowing up our life again. So that is basically where we're at. Apologies if it's a little bit of a ramble, but my head's been all over the shop in terms of what I filmed, what I've updated and what I haven't, and I just wanted to come on here and just make sure everything was out there so everyone understood what was going on. We want nothing more than to go on this holiday, as because everything we've been through over Christmas, we didn't even feel like we had a Christmas. We didn't feel like we had any special time because it was swallowed up with the whole relapse scare. So this holiday is needed beyond belief. We need time off work, because I didn't take any time off work, nor did Kate, because we'd booked off holiday for this trip. So if we don't go, we don't get the rest and recuperation that we need, and there'll be a big downfall.
I arrived back to Bridge HQ to one unhappy little cub.
Would you like a cuddle? No? Tried to make him some potato. Oh, dearie me, Teddy B.
I don't want to.
Do you want a cuddle? We haven't got any, Bubba.
Why?
Because we haven't got any more chocolate buttons.
No. I don't want to cuddle. No.
What would you like to do?
I don't want to, baby.
This is what the emergency dose hydro does. He's on over double what he should be on. Just can't regulate his emotions. Mummy's just up the shop. She's coming back now, darling. She's coming, Bubba. Daddy give you a cuddle?
No.
Okay, mate.
No. I want to sleep.
You want to sleep?
Yeah.
Daddy put you back in bed?
No.
Why don't you come and sleep in Daddy's arm? Daddy give you a big cuddle.
No. No. Don't want to.
What can I do to help? Can you come and give me a cuddle?
No. I don't want to see Mummy. I want Mummy.
Look at prime example. Don't want to see Mummy. I want Mummy. He's been crying for Mummy for the last 10 minutes. And then he says he doesn't want to see her. Just doesn't know what he
I
wants.
want to see her.
You want to see her?
Yeah.
She's just come in now. She's coming back from the shops. She come and give you a big cuddle?
Yeah.
That sounds nice, doesn't it?
I want to see her.
She's coming right now. Daddy, look out the window and see if I can see her.
Yeah.
Okay, Daddy gonna do that.
This is exactly what I mean. 1 minute he's rolling on the floor, can't control his emotions. Next minute he's like this.
You, the cheeky monkey, I think, mate.
How do you do?
That is why I'm going to go and take a seat by the fire and stay out the way. Oh, as you can see, we have got the suitcases down from the loft. We still don't know whether we're going to France or not. We don't know. We haven't packed. We haven't done his insurance. We're waiting to see what he is like tomorrow. Nothing like looking forward to a holiday, that's for sure. We literally don't know whether we're going or not. He has been definitely better than he was yesterday, picking at food, but which is progress because yesterday didn't eat a thing. So hopefully he wakes up right as rain tomorrow and puts us in good stead to be going to France. But until tomorrow, we won't know. So we'll catch you then.
As if we didn't have enough on our plate already, to add to the already pressurised situation and decision that we had to make, Willow had now fallen ill, and I kept having to get up with her through the night to let her outside, but she had also thrown up multiple times during the night. Why? We didn't know, but we just had to monitor her through the night, and then we were going to make a call in the morning. After being up for the majority of the night and doing some research, I got up at 4 AM and cooked her some boiled rice before I left for work to try and settle her stomach.
I am dosed up to the eyeballs with cold and flu sachets, slices of lemon and honey in here. And as you potentially may have seen, Willow was throwing up all of last night. So both myself and Katie have had minimal sleep in between Teddy's coughing, my coughing and Willow throwing up. Why was she throwing up? We don't know, but I cleared up 5 or 6 patches of sick last night. She kept barking to go out and she was eating a lot of grass, which is a #1 sign so that she is unwell and needs to throw up. So us in the Bridge household are in the wars. Katie is the only one that is still well. But that leads us on to making the decision to whether we are going to be going to France or not. And that decision lies how I present. I can park because I'll just get through the flight and get there and rest and recover when we get there. But if Willow or Teddy start to present any worse, then we're going to have to call the whole thing off. As we leave tomorrow morning, so far Willow hasn't been sick since around about 3 o'clock in the morning last night, and Teddy has woken up with a little bit more energy, had some potato this morning, still not 100%, his cough is still very fruity, but so is mine, and we are hoping day by day he is going to be getting better. So if he progresses on today, I think, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take the gamble and not let Teddy's road to recovery suffocate our life anymore. So we're going to potentially, providing all is well with Teddy and Willow, we are going to hit it full force and then deal with the repercussions if they occur.
Two wounded soldiers, but I think this is what today's going to look like. Rest and recoup. Come on. We need this holiday. Although hour by hour I was getting worse and my medication pile was growing, Teddy was showing signs of improvement and so was Willow, so that was all that mattered. Oh, I think me and Teddy have swapped positions because I feel absolutely rubbish and look like an absolute mess. And Teddy is doing this. And I am absolutely okay with that. I would like to absorb whatever Willow had, whatever Teddy's had, and just take it on myself. And it feels like I've done that. But as long as he continues to get better, then amazing. I'm just making him some more tato. Number 4 of the day, which is massive progress. Seems a little bit excessive, but when he hasn't eaten for a while, you just want to fill him up. So, tato it is. Beautiful. And that's a perfect time to end that video there. Don't forget to come back for our next video to see whether we make it out to our very much needed holiday in the south of France. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. A huge thank you to our Bridge family members, and remember, live for today, as tomorrow is never promised. We'll catch you in the next one, chaps.